Welcome back, everybody. Today's explainer is based on Lecture 23 by Skip Uni, and we are diving into a topic that is just absolute magic for writing cleaner, faster code. We're exploring a super vital part of control flow statements in C++, specifically the ternary operator in C++. So let's jump right in.
Look, we live in an era where everyone absolutely loves short-form content, right? You've got your shorts and your reels that deliver the exact same message as a long-form piece, but in a fraction of the time. Well, programmers love efficiency just as much. When we look at if-else versus ternary operator, we're basically comparing long, drawn-out videos to snappy, straight-to-the-point shorts. The ternary operator, which you might also hear called the conditional operator in C++, is basically the ultimate tool for shrinking a bulky, clunky conditional block down into one sleek single line of code.
The long-form code problem. To really understand why we even need this shortcut in the first place, let's look at a classic logic check pretty much every programmer faces, figuring out if a number is even or odd.
Now here is the standard way we've all learned to write this out. We use a multi-line if-else block. First we write our if statement, if the number modulo 2 equals 0. Then, we open our curly braces, drop down to the next line, and tell it to print even. Then we step out of that, write our else statement, open up more braces, go to another line, and tell it to print odd. And hey, this logic works perfectly. It is totally valid. But it unnecessarily inflates the total lines of your code. You're using like 4 or 5 lines to make one very simple binary decision. In a massive codebase, those clunky blocks add up incredibly fast.
Enter our hero for today, the ternary operator. Think of this as the highly efficient reel of programming. It effortlessly compresses that multi-line logic we literally just talked about into one punchy, elegant line of code. By definition, a ternary operator is a single-line control flow statement made up of exactly 3 distinct components. It's fully designed to replace that basic if-else block and save you some precious screen real estate. Fun fact, the word ternary actually means composed of 3 parts. So let's break down exactly what those 3 parts are.
Let's visualize this syntax like a pathway with physical logic gates. Step 1 is your condition, followed by a question mark. Step 2 is your true expression, and step 3 is your false expression, sitting right after a colon. When the computer reads this single line, it treats that question mark and that colon as literal toll gates on a highway. Let's walk through each of these 3 gates, one by one, to see how the computer decides where to drive. Gate 1 is your condition. This is the exact same condition you'd normally shove inside the parentheses of a standard if statement. For example, asking the computer, hey, is the remainder of this number divided by 2 equal to 0? Now, the absolute non-negotiable rule here is that this condition must strictly evaluate to a Boolean value. It's got to be true or it's got to be false. There is no gray area. The computer calculates the condition, gets its true or false answer, and based on that exact answer, determines which of the next 2 gates it gets to walk through.
If that condition evaluates to true, the program steps right through the question mark gate and executes the exact logic it finds there, gate 2. This is the true expression, sitting immediately after the question mark. It's kind of like the computer asks a question, it's a resounding yes, and immediately performs the action sitting right next to it. What's so fantastic about this is just the sheer efficiency.
But wait, what if the condition evaluates to false? Well, in that case, the program completely ignores gate 2. It doesn't even glance at the true expression. It skips right over it, jumps straight to the colon, and executes gate 3, the false expression. That colon basically acts as a massive divider between what happens when things are true and what happens when things are false. It is just so incredibly clean. Let's actually see how this works in a real, practical scenario. We're going to actively play computer for a second and trace 2 test cases step by step to prove exactly how this flows. We've got 2 numbers to test, 5 and 4. We'll evaluate the condition for each and then watch the exact execution path the computer chooses based on our new ternary operator syntax. All right, let's trace our first test case in detail. We set our variable num to 5. The computer approaches our single line of code and hits gate 1. It calculates 5 modulo 2. The remainder of 5 divided by 2 is 1. So is 1 equal to 0? No way, absolutely not. So the condition evaluates to false. Because it's false, the computer completely ignores whatever is sitting immediately after the question mark. It jumps directly to the colon, our false gate, and executes the expression right there, printing odd. Boom! 1 line, 1 split-second decision, perfect logic. Now let's trace the second test case. This time, we set num to 4. The computer hits gate 1 again. 4 modulo 2. The remainder is exactly 0.
Is 0 equal to 0? Yes! The condition evaluates to true. Because it is true, the computer steps right through the question mark and immediately executes the expression it finds there, printing even. And honestly, here is the best part. It then completely ignores everything after the colon. It doesn't even bother reading the false path. It got exactly what it needed, and it is totally done. The ultimate takeaway from this whole explainer is pretty simple. We are not changing how the computer thinks. The underlying mathematical logic is completely identical to your traditional if-else block. All we're doing is taking 4 or 5 lines of visual clutter and reducing it down to a single, elegant line. It just makes your entire code base so much easier to read.
Now, to really lock this concept in, I want to throw the ball back into your court. I've got a challenge for you to test your understanding of today's explainer. Imagine you have 2 variables. Let's just call them A and B. How would you find the maximum, the greatest, of those 2 numbers using only a single-line ternary operator? I want you to think about what your condition would be, what goes after the question mark, and what goes after the colon. Draft up your code for this practice assignment and drop your single-line answer down in the comments below. I absolutely cannot wait to see your solutions. Keep writing smart code, and I'll see you in the next one.